I've been wanting to ask you this question respectfully because Keke, we've seen her for so many years. Directing SZA next to Keke, were there moments in her first feature and with yours where you were like, uh-oh, Keke about to be like, that's wrong?
No, actually, no, because, having somebody like Keke Palmer who can elevate scenes, no matter first-time actor, 20-time actor, that gave me so much confidence in knowing that SZA can really bring it. And also SZA to me is Alyssa in real life. So we kind of leaned into a lot of her personal attributes, which made her performance so raw.
So y'all may not know, Lawrence also directed Rap with Issa.
Yep.
And so give it up for Rap. So did that help prepare you to deal with two leading ladies as the stars?
Yeah, and I was raised by women too, so I was already. But yeah, it definitely helped me. Rap was, I missed that show. It was a fun time, but it definitely prepared me to, really get it going. But they're pros. I mean, it made it really easy for me.
SZA was so impressive to me. Were y'all not wild?
Yes.
Seriously.
She was, even though to me she was the villain, but what? Alyssa was the villain.
SZA, girl.
She was the okay, hold on, Keke. I got a question for you real quick. You read the script, right? So mind you, we also just talked about you've been a spelling bee champ. You've been in a sci-fi film. You've been pimping these girls out.
Come on, pimp.
I can't keep up.
That's a deep cut.
You know what I mean?
No, that's the one.
So when you saw this script, I do want to know if you leaned towards, were you able to kind of lean towards the character you wanted? Did you go with Drew first? Did you go with Alyssa? Did you view Alyssa as the villain? Like, this could never be my friend.
In my mind, it's like, I love both of those characters. So, there is a universe where I could be Alyssa. You know what I mean? Like, I love that character. There's so much nuance to it. Because really, they both are the same person, but they're dealing with it differently. They're in a hard situation, trying to figure out how to make it out. My character, Drew, is very type A. Alyssa's like, I got to go with the flow because it's crazy. I need some too. So it's like they deal with their trials and tribulations different ways, but that's why they're best friends. And so I love both of the characters, but I ended up being like, okay, Drew, especially because when we seen my chemistry with SZA, it was just like, okay, yeah, she's Alyssa.
Were y'all friends before? It felt very like y'all were working together for years.
I don't know why we had that chemistry like that. It was just from the jump. Like when I met her on SNL, it was very quick because she was preparing for performing. I was preparing for the sketches and stuff. But then when we did the first chemistry read, Lawrence, it was like, did y'all know each other for 10 years? I don't know why it was like that.
Did y'all rehearse before y'all got into this first chemistry? No, it really was. And even when the cameras cut, it was like, man, we should still be rolling because the best friend energy just carried over. So
yeah, I think we really just like each other. You know what I'm saying? I remember when we did I went and hung out with her before we did the big chemistry test for the studio and everything.
Y'all got drunk? What y'all
and we was in her, well, she did give me, and I was like, ooh, it's strong. So we was in her trailer while she was getting ready to perform for the Grammys. And I was just like, we can do this movie together because we was in there first of all, tea galore, okay? We was always getting into some tea.
Oh, not the gossip.
Just living. And I was like, okay, you know what? We can do this movie in 20 days if it's me and her.
So wait, that is the truth.
That's the tea.
Y'all filmed this movie in 3 weeks?
It really 22 and a half days.
Now, what is the average time in y'all's experience for
like
filming?
35, 40 days.
It could be a lot.
Or
it depends.
50, 60.
Yeah, but say it depends on the budget, depends on what's happening. I did a movie before, it was 4 months, and we had all this time. Sometimes they don't give you a lot of time. It's just like the nature of the business. So this one, they said 22 days, and we all loved it.
Yep.
We strapped on, and we said we doing it.
At first it was 20 days, and then some circumstances happened. We ended up losing a day because we were shooting in the jungles, and
they told us to get up out. We got up out.
No. Build on that.
Wow, did they really?
The way it was that, they was like, yo,
we were
talk
good.
To the right guy.
We had
did y'all pay everybody's rent for the month?
It was 2 instances actually. So one instance we were shooting on Crenshaw, and don't get me wrong, I've shot a lot of stuff in LA in the hoods and just in the hoods throughout this country, and I know we gotta pay the ambassadors. That's important. And we did pay some people, but they didn't know that we paid them until the next day.
They said the check ain't clear.
Them little goons came out. They were like, you need to get up off.
Yeah.
He's 13, but he's real.
Yeah. So,
Wait.
Not the Water Boys was checking
really
them.
gotta check in when you come to the...
yeah, they banged on us. Yeah.
Okay, well, we like to do hypotheticals, right? And since we're talking about money, I would like to know if y'all had more of a budget, more time, is there a scene that you envision that you would have liked to put into this?
Like how much
or maybe
crazier could it
another
have got?
actor to come in and like, you know.
You know what? I really feel like we captured lightning in a bottle. You know, I think our circumstances is why the film has become what it is. Sure, if we had more time, I would have loved to get more coverage and do more stuff and get more takes and scenes. But I think it was something about the pressure of 21 days with them racing the clock to make rent that kind of intertwined. It made it what it was.
Lawrence, you too media trained for me. So now because men can make money quicker than women, I feel like. I want to throw it out there. If you had $1,500 to make in one day, what you would do as a man, I would like to know.
You on OnlyFans, Lawrence?
Man. I don't even know. I'm probably just going to ask family or friends.
Y'all heard the wrong thing. They heard ass.
I ain't about to be in no.
Lawrence,
no
can I
fake
tell you what our podcast used to be called?
What
It
was
used to be called Horrible Decisions.
Okay.
So give us your horrible decisions.
No, I'm not doing no horrible decisions.
Oh yeah, because I'm not.
Honestly, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I told you once, and I'm gonna tell you again. It's these feet. They're going up online. The feet are going up online. They're gonna be mashing potatoes, mashing hot dogs, whatever needs to be done.
Hot Cheetos.
The people
Hot Cheetos.
Y'all want to look at these feet?
But you know what's crazy? I actually was getting ready for that. I'm like, when you put on that little neon green, I said the feet coming out.
No,
I'm so actually
it was an
disappointed
earlier
that there
draft.
wasn't a
It
feet
was an
band.
earlier draft where
it was.
Yep, where they met
Well, we
this
had to
old
think
hooker.
about
They
what
met
we
this
had
old
to do.
hooker, and she tried to help them make their money, but it still didn't work. But
Yeah.
You know what? I'm so mad that we need the. Did y'all at least shoot that? Did y'all shoot that at all?
No, it was one of the scripts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my mind went straight to amateur night, asking someone.
Okay, I'm getting on the pole.
But by 6 o'clock though, you know what I'm saying? By 6 o'clock.
Right.
They
You can't go to the club.
They didn't know the day before. They
Unless
found
there's day
out, you know?
clubs.
Yeah, and then
Strip clubs.
Drew was sleepy the whole time. You know.
Okay, now speaking of strip clubs, I always would say that would be my alternative job. Like I'm gonna be a bad stripper, but I'm fun. You know, like when you have a bad waitress, but you're like,
Personality.
you like the waitress sucks, but she's sweet.
It's the talkers.
So if you had an alternate job because you've been an actress for so long, what would you be good at?
I mean, I definitely think I would be. I mean, I'm good at doing hair. I would really lay your hair out, bust down, period. Like I would give you a good ass
The bust
weave.
down.
I could give you some braids. And I'm gonna talk with you because I love to get into the tea. So what did Tion do? What happened with Tyson? You gonna whoop her ass? I'm here for that because hairstylists are therapists, but also creatives. And I feel like, that's what actors are.
You know, you suck people into conversation. I was
Every time all of y'all say something, my mind is going somewhere else.
I was on a vacation with Keke in Mexico. I don't know if you remember this.
Of course.
This girl started talking to you about a problem she had. We all outside like, what's Keke doing? And she was like this. Call him right now. And I'm like, God. You really jump into therapy mode.
I do because just like in the thing, I'm a ride or die, okay? If you going through a trouble, let's get into it. Do we need to pull up on them?
What?
I'm going to play my role.